how to break free from fear and anxiety. Fear and anxiety keep us small. They keep us from being able to move forward and accomplish what we want to accomplish. And we're at the beginning of a new year, so we really want to grasp onto the potential, the possibilities, and we want to break free from what's held us back before. Today, I'm going to give you 5 steps to breaking free from fear so that you can live up to your greater potential and accomplish things that you haven't even considered accomplishing yet, potentially. All right, so that's what we have for you today. Before we get started, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the little bell. That lets you get notifications when you're here on YouTube that we've dropped another video like this to help you live a more successful, happy, and fulfilled life. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching, more success, less stress.
How to overcome fear in your life so you can live up to a greater potential. There are 5 things that I have learned how to do to face fear in my life. And do I have fear? Not a lot, but yes, I do. Sometimes I've asked clients, what are you afraid of? And they're like, oh, I'm not afraid of anything. Oh, really? You want to take your hand and put it on a hot burner on the stove? Well, no, I'd burn myself. So you're afraid of burning yourself? Well, I'm not really afraid. Okay. Well, tell me that the next time that you forget to put an oven mitt on your hand and you reach into the oven for something, because that happens now and again if we're moving too fast, right? So we need to first recognize that fear exists in our life and we need to face it. We need to be very honest with ourselves and be aware of exactly what the fear is, why it's there. This is something that I help my clients through all the time. I'm feeling fear about this, and we go through our different methodologies and we figure out where the fear came from. We reframe it so that we can face it, name it, face it, and get to know it. So that's number 1. You've got to face your fears, know what they are, get to know them. Okay, that's why the old saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Many people believe that fear is our enemy, and it is only when we keep it far away and we're like, I don't want to feel that. No, let's get to know it. Let's really get to know it, because when we really get to know it, we'll figure out how we can manipulate it and shift it from something that rules us into something that fuels us. So if you want fear to be your friend and allow it to fuel you instead of rule you, then you've got to face it first. Number 2, you've got to feel it. What does it feel like? Okay, it feels like this. This is holding me back from something. This is what it feels like to be held back. And then you do it anyway. So you face it, then you feel it. You feel the fear over the thing, and then you do it anyway. The only way you're going to get over it is to do it anyway. Years ago, I've been afraid of heights my whole life. And years ago, I said, I'm going to get over this. So I went skydiving. That's pretty, that was like the most extreme thing that I could think of to do to overcome my fear. I went skydiving. Do I still have a fear of heights? A little bit. Am I as fearful as I was before? No, because I felt the fear and I did it anyway. And I survived, and here I am. And I'm not going to do that again because I didn't super enjoy it. It was cool, I guess, for a second, but I'm good. I got that impulse out of me. I felt the fear and I did it anyway. So I now feel like I have a healthy fear of heights. If you jump out of a plane without a parachute, are you going to live to tell about it? No. So, heights can be dangerous if you're falling, but otherwise, how many times do people fall from someplace high? Not very often. So it's allowed it to become more of a realistic fear than this crazy thing that literally kept me from doing some things in my life. Okay, number 3, when you get to know your fear, when you feel it and you do it anyway, that gets you out of your comfort zone. That uneasiness that you have as you enter into the period of doing something that scares you a little bit helps to expand your comfort zone. So I like to call the comfort zone the failure zone. Why? Because inside the comfort zone, it's not necessarily comfortable, and it's definitely not somewhere that you're going to grow. And the only way that you're going to get past what's holding you back is to grow through it, not go through it, grow through it. So you have to get beyond that comfort zone. So start to feel that boundary around your comfort zone. And when you get close and you start to get that feeling, then by doing it anyway and then exploring, you're going to get used to being braver, and it's going to give you a greater sense of confidence. So it's going to push you beyond your comfort zone constantly. And the more that you get used to being outside of the comfort zone, which again, I call the failure zone, the more you become confident and comfortable with the unknown. And that's really what we fear, right? The unknown. So when you become more confident and comfortable with facing the unknown, all of a sudden your comfort zone is really, really big. The only thing that's inside your comfort zone, or there are two things that are familiar to you and things that are repeated, which is why I encourage you all the time to do gratitude and positive affirmations every single day. Because if you're repeating these things, then it's going to program you and they're going to be inside your comfort zone. Those actually do help you to grow inside that little bubble. Number 4, you have to ask for and accept help. Why are we so reluctant to ask for help and then to accept it? We feel bad. Oh, you don't need to do that for me. Stop stealing other people's opportunity to do something nice for you. It's so selfish of you. It is selfish of you when you don't let other people help you. Surprise. So ask for help. And then the hard part, be prepared to accept the help with gratitude. All right, accept the help with gratitude. And number 5, when you are doing something, especially something that scares you, especially something that scares the hell out of you, focus on the moment and not the outcome. If you're doing something right now, that's the point of it is to accomplish something later, and you're only thinking about the later, number 1, you're not going to be as productive in the now. And number 2, you're going to start worrying, am I doing it right? No, if you're focused on just what you're doing right now, you're going to be more productive and more successful, and it's going to get you closer to the later. And when you get to that later moment, you can think about that moment because you'll be in that moment. Practicing daily meditation, mindfulness meditation, will help you train your brain to be focused in the moment and not hop back and forth from the past to the future, and worry and anxiety and all that comes in. If you don't know how to do mindfulness meditation, do not worry about it. We have a whole playlist right here on YouTube, GILD Coaching's channel. Go look for it. We've got a ton of 10-minute sessions. And why 10 minutes? Because 10 minutes is 1% of your day. And you can invest 1% of your day every day to make the other 99% better. All right, those are my 5 steps to overcoming fear in your life, turning fear into your friend so that you can accomplish more than you even think is possible. If this video has been of help to you, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't already, why not? Hit the subscribe button and the little bell so that you know the next time that we drop a video like this to help you live a happier and more successful life. Bye.